include Hello, back to Mind Sports Olympiad. I'm Paco de la Banda, and I'm sharing this with Ethan Ilfeld, who is the manager of this big event. Okay. So we are going to see today the Lost Cities final tournament. But before that, let's see how the Pentamain standings are at this moment.
It's been quite a week.
So Ancos is still there, up there, more than 500, but there is a big change in the second and third because James Happel, who got the second in the heads-up, has been close just 1.5 points away from Martin Hoemagi. So still some opportunity for Andres Kask, and I don't know if David Pierce, maybe David Pierce is too far away now because so strong results. So let's see how the game of Lost Cities is in the featured table.
But as we were saying before, no one's going to take Ankush, though. Ankush's goal is secure.
Ankush is for sure the Pentamain champion of this year. I think that since 2 days ago.
That's right.
Yeah. As soon as he got 496, then it will be nearly impossible to reach him.
That's right. So we've got two players. Do you know these players?
Well, in the right-hand side, we have Florian, that has been commenting Texas Hold'em heads up.
That's right. You did a great job with him.
And on the left side, I'm not sure.
So it's Piero Zama?
Oh, yeah, the Italian one, yes. Okay, one of the three seniors from Italy that used to take the senior Pentamain, Dario, Riccardo, and Piero.
That's right. Very strong, all three of them.
It's going to be a tough game, among the French guy, the Florian Jamain, and Piero Zama.
Yes, this should be a great game. So he's opening with yellow, and he's put a handshake.
And
so. Do you remember? Let's tell them what does a handshake do exactly?
Yeah, that means that the points score will be multiplied by 2. If you have 2 handshakes, then it will be multiplied by 3, and if there are 3 handshakes, they will be multiplied by 4.
That's right. So a lot of focus. It's really by putting that down.
Starting, with the handshake. Yes,
it's very strong. I mean, Piero's put down a red handshake. Both of them have declared their intentions very clearly.
As soon as you have started something with a handshake, that means that you want to put a lot of cards with a lot of points in this field.
So we will not see no reds.
2 handshakes on the red.
So Florian's not going to be giving any red cards until at the moment.
Not at all.
Until some higher numbers.
It's forbidden because the other player will take away immediately the.
And he's not. And Piero's got 3 yellow cards he can't put out at the moment because those cards would be gobbled immediately as well.
Yeah, absolutely. They will be helping the other player, Jamain.
Meanwhile, Jamain's red 5. He's stuck with Florian's stuck with the red 5, but that's fine. It's not clogging up his hand like Piero's. No problem. So he's taking it easy. Ooh, 2. Both of them are going for yellow.
Both players are going to play for yellow, so this is going to be fun.
Yes.
To see.
Obviously, you can get penalized if you don't pass the 20-point barrier, right?
Yes.
You can actually get negative points
that is
for embarking on a particular.
Way we count that you have to score at least 20 points.
That's right. The cards have to add up to 20. So like 5. 6, 7, 8, whatever, have to pass 20.
And if you pass 20, those points...
The difference is what you score.
The difference is what you score.
But if you're under 20, you get penalized. And with a handshake, you're going to get penalized double. So they're fully committed.
And 4 times.
That's right.
So it's better that if you have handshakes,
well, look.
you should pass 20.
Piero's got the 7 and 8, so that's already 15 there. And I think he put a 2 down already.
And 9.
But I'm saying he put a 2 yellow down, and he's got the 7, 8. So he's already at 17. So close to getting to the 20-point mark.
So he's quite safe at this moment.
And meanwhile, we see Florian. He's put the 7, 8, 9. He's past the 20 on the green. He's not going to score that high. There's no handshake. But this is actually, it's more of a stalling tactic. Ooh, so that's good. So he'll make points.
That means that he's going to make quite a good amount of points. And also, this is a game of timing.
That's right.
Timing is really, really important. And having cards that you can put without damaging yourself and not helping the other player. So that's both ideas at the same time, and that will be wonderful.
Yes, he's laid down the greens. It's had it and pulled a card each time, and he's gotten some good cards. He's gotten some options, but nothing exceptional. He's still weak on the yellow. He's only got the 6-5.
Yes,
that's still a long way from 20.
And any green card now can be discarded easily because no one is going to reach more than 20 points if there is 10, 9, 8, and 6.
That's right. Florian's in a little bit of a tough spot here. He might have to lay down the 5, 6, 7s just to buy time. Ooh, is he committing or no, it's not. He's wasting time.
Yes.
Okay. Of course,
now
we see Piero cannot use the white handshake because the 3's been put down, so it's too late. So he's buying time.
Yeah. Maybe he's waiting for the blues.
Yeah.
I think now he can discard the 4 or keeping, as he has the 10, there are potential. I think that he will have to start the yellow because he is only waiting for the 4 and 3.
3 and 4?
And I don't think that he will have to start the blues without handshakes. I think that it is more important for him to wait.
So there's a yellow handshake, but that's not...
Red has already 4 reds and 2 on the table, so 6 red cards.
That's good.
That is, he's going to start, yes.
And I believe there's a bonus if you play 8 cards.
Yes, a 20-point bonus,
so,
yes.
Red's on his way.
It's very important to start... to lay down as many cards as you have with only one color, but waiting, if you have a gap, for example, you have up to 3 and then from 7 to 10, and you need one more card, then it is important to leave it on the 3 and waiting for a 4, 5, 6, then to be able to put 8 cards of the same color.
Yeah, if you can get a sequence like that, then you're golden. So Piero he's hoping to draw more red cards and white cards, obviously. And meanwhile, he's trying to buy time.
Yeah.
Lost Cities is such a great game, right? It's so easy to learn.
Fast and
very fast-paced, and a lot of strategy. Again, a handshake nobody can use. Buying time. So Florian, he's going for
very good.
For the white. He's not going to score a lot, but it's going to at least it will at least give him time.
Yeah, getting time is very, very important.
All about time.
So now 15
Still,
points.
Florian, he's missing the yellows. He hasn't gotten those yellows.
I think he can discard the red. Yes, it is not worthwhile for the other player because he has already. Oh, what a lucky man!
Oh, now he's got some nice whites.
Yeah, nice whites because
the 6 was already down, and so you can immediately put the number that's all after, because you know you can't get anything better.
And he's going to put the 8. Yes.
Yeah, nothing to think about.
And the other player, he knows that the other player must have the 9 because
and then
if not, it is impossible to start. And then he can put the 10.
Absolutely.
But he's going to start the blue.
I don't know premature.
Why. I will put the 10 for sure.
Yeah, there's nothing to lose. You can only gain by putting the 10. Maybe you get a lower blue. Maybe you get a...
The only thing important not to put the 10 is not to tell the opponent that the 10 is available. I mean, now the other player...
But look, he might have been able to have picked up that 4 had he put down... Oh, I see, because the other player is waiting for the 10. That is true. There is a strategy. The white 10, holding the white 10, is going to make Piero want to draw.
Yeah, because then Piero can wait. I mean, maybe the 10 is still there.
It's a good point. It's good. It's a lot of psychology.
Yeah, because as he is going to put the 4 blue cards he has in hand and the white one, so he has 4 times, 5 times, sorry. So instead of putting the 10 immediately, it is better maybe putting the blue, and then the last one the white, and then surprise for Piero, because he could do it before, but he didn't expect that. So now time control, I don't know how many cards. I think that, let's see, they don't open the number of cards, but maybe only...
he's counting, he's counting.
Yeah,
you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to see how many cards
Only 5 times. So he has 4 times to play with this one. If he takes only 4 opportunities to put...
So when does the game end? Let's remind the viewers. When does it end?
The end is when no card is on the...
So once you pull the last card, it's done.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might actually, when you see that your opponent's trying to put down a sequence, if you can speed it up and just pull it off, you can really catch them,
in
unprepared.
the middle, not being finished. The sequence.
Exactly. So you can, and they can look and see where they're each positioned.
Yes.
So again, timing is really, it's all about timing.
Yes. So we have 3 colors for each, 4 colors. Piero has started all of them. So it was the 8th, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Piero got the 8th card with red, so that means
nice
20 more
bonus.
points and very, very nice bonus. Yes. And there are 3 cards.
They're done. They're ready to count.
Yeah.
They're shaking hands. Here we go. It's looking good for Piero, you think?
I think so. I think that in the long term, with 2 handshakes on the red, he's going to win this. Nearly for sure.
Let's take a look. And look, yellow got penalized.
Yeah, penalized.
Big penalty, double. He got to 11, that's 9.
Minus 22 points.
No, it's 11, 5 and 6, so it's 18 points. He doubled the minus 9.
Minus 18.
So painful, he's done. Florian, I mean, they're counting it up, but we're quite confident that Piero has taken this.
Well, for sure. And I think that with something like 50 points difference or 40 point difference.
So maybe, who knows, maybe he should have played that 10, that white 10. Although at the end of the day, actually, what happened here, this is very interesting, just going back to the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Florian's, one of his first moves was putting down that yellow handshake. I think that was the first move.
Yeah.
And he never, he didn't pick up many yellows, and Piero got them. So
that was the problem.
That really was the main problem. So maybe he shouldn't have put down the handshake that quickly.
Made, 25 points. Yeah, but we're at the beginning of the game, expecting that you are going to take at least 1 or 2 cards. It's for sure. I mean, it's
of course.
Sure.
But that's true. That is very painful. But some people like to wait before they lay down a handshake and have at least 3 cards.
So now he's counting.
Yep.
32 minus 2, 30, and then the red ones that are going to be a lot with the extra bonus of 20. Let's see the score sheet. I mean the total score sheet. It will be something like 80. 98.
Yeah.
No, 78. Yeah, I thought that it was around 80 and 50 points
78,
difference.
Yeah.
So there are 53 points difference, which is quite good because in case of now, Florian Germain is able to win the second game with less than this 53 points difference. He will have a minus score for the tie-breaking system. That it is
That's right.
also very important.
This is a game where tie-breaks factor how well you did in each round. So even though you lost or may have won, we take the spread,
the spread
and use that for a tie-break. So 50 is 50 all in all. It's not terrible, but it's seems more or less par for the course.
Yeah,
I would say.
I will say that it is tough to turn around 50 points, but it is possible. It depends on the cards, for sure.
Well, actually, this gives Piero a lot to think about because the strategy could be effective now.
It changes. Now he can play safer and not risking, for example, in this case, he will not start anything with a handshake to handshake.
Unless he has enough
cards.
cards.
Sure that
that's right.
He's going to
because we're playing 2 rounds. We're playing 2 rounds, as you said. It's the overall.
Absolutely.
Difference. So it's not So it's not just tie breaks. This is yes, it is a tie break. If it is a tie break in this match, exactly.
Yeah.
But Yeah.
The tie-breaking system, when there are only two players or even more players, first is the head-to-head. So if there are only two players with 5 points, for example, or 6 points, because we have 6 rounds, then the winner of that game will be the number one. I mean, will be the gold, and the other one will be silver. But second system, just in case there are 4 or 5 players with the same number, like 5 wins, that it will be possible. Then it will be the point spread as.
Parker, hold on for a sec. He's trying to make a decision here. He's going for the 5, 6, 7, 8.
Start the reds or not.
So he's starting a sequence. It's going to give him time.
Oh, goodness.
But Tiro is not playing safe.
No.
2 handshakes down. Let's see what he's got to back it up. But look. No. Florian may have made a mistake.
No, but
he just pulled a handshake. Had he waited, maybe that's the tough. That's what's hard.
I think that when you have 4 cards with sequence numbers 5, 6, 7, and 8, then it is very interesting to use those cards like 4 times you save.
Yeah.
So you play those cards.
By the way, just to notice what's going on with green. Green is safe on the handshake. He's got over 20 points in terms of his cards.
Yeah.
With red, he's at 19. He's got the 9 and the 10. So very little to lose. He hasn't taken a risk by putting down the handshake. No real risk.
No risk.
So he's not playing crazy. He knows where he's at.
Piero knows what he's doing, and it is playing quite safe at this moment.
That's right.
So Florian now has a card that is not worthwhile, the 9 of green, because he's not going to build anything there. He has discarded the 5.
Yes, because the 5 cannot be used by Piero. The green is already at 7. This is tough. I feel it's a tough position for Florian. He's got to maybe go and do something a bit desperate, maybe to try and win, because he's got nothing to lose, perhaps.
Look at this. Piero is starting the red with a 9 and a 10, so 19 points, and a handshake. So he was expecting, I will get any card and I will surpass the 20 points. With a handshake, I multiply by 2. But then he's seeing that Florian got the 5, the 6, the 7, and an 8. So either Piero gets 1 card with points in red, or he's going to lose points. Yes,
but it's only 2.
Yeah,
and it's worth.
More than 50. He's safe.
It's worth sacrificing points even for the time if he has to. It's still a very safe play.
Absolutely right, Ethan. So I think that now Piero can also start yellow, because it will be 25 points in his hands. Now it's quite safe position for Piero.
I think it's a hard.
See, Florian has started something else. No, not yet.
Florian's a tough spot. I mean, he can start the white sequence, but without a handshake,
he's waiting for a handshake. If he doesn't get a white handshake, there is no way he can win.
That's right.
So he's waiting to make 8 cards of white and handshakes to multiply by 2, by 3, or by 4.
That's right.
In this case, we are seeing
he's pulled a white.
It is
he's
good strategy, but he has left the yellow handshake for
Piero. Who's taking
for Piero, because it is a completely new sequence.
Yep.
And so now he has 6. If Florian is able to get a handshake on white, maybe he can get it. Yes.
Florian has a.
Yes, and going 50 points behind, it is nearly impossible.
There we go. That's a lot of white cards. A lot of white cards. The 9 is blocking. He can't play that down, but he can put down the red handshake potentially. There's no risk there. He doesn't know what Piero has. The right move here is to put down the red handshake. That is the best move.
Yeah, I will do it. And in fact, I will do that, and I will take the 3
Let's see what he does.
Let's see
But,
if he is.
Because if he starts the white
trying
sequence,
for a handshake, I don't know.
I think he's got to do it. But let's see. He's thinking about it. He could just start the white sequence, but that's very conservative without the investor, without the handshake.
What is the problem of putting the
well, he thinks
another handshake if he knows that he has
all the sequence? Well, the 9 and 10, it's true. There isn't much risk there.
Yeah, there is no risk.
That was the best move. Okay, and now he can buy time. He can put down the 3 yellow. There's no rush. He's going to do it. Drop it.
Yeah, the only thing is that he has to have 6 turns.
Ooh, he cannot put down the 5. This is not.
Okay,
this is bad.
This is the,
oh,
the end
my
of the
goodness.
game.
Okay, he's given up the 5. Pierre will take the 5. That's it. Now the pain is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, it's tough.
No. Now he's going to lose.
It's over. I mean, he might as well play the 8-9, go for a 10, and just have a -3. I think he'll do that. It's better to just play -3 than give the 8 to the other
It's better
player.
to do that, but...
and he can stall by laying down a green handshake, so that's what he's going to do. Or put the 9 down. It doesn't matter what the order is.
Now I think that there are only about 10 cards to be played, something like that, 10, 12. And he will not have...
well, he can draw cards. You don't have to draw cards from the stack. He can draw from the middle. He can draw to, just to stall. That way you can slow down the tempo of playing cards. So he's playing the 9.
Is he going to take the 3? No. So now...
Florian's ready to... Sorry, Pierre is ready to just speed up, pull cards. He just wants to end this game. The handshake has landed. Okay.
Then this is
rock and
the
roll.
situation.
Here we go.
He will take the 3 and then 8 turns. Now he's going to count the cards for sure. Because now he has 8.
He has to, So he will not be playing from the stack. He's going to be playing cards. Oh, where is he?
Let's see how many.
Oh,
1,
he's counting
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So he can pull from the stack a bit. If he's going to do it, this is the time to do it.
To bring the 8.
All he can improve now is get the 2 and a handshake.
I will throw the 4. Just trying for another handshake. It will be amazing if he... No, he didn't get it.
And the odds are very much against him.
And then there are 11. I mean, each turn they reduce...
Oh, there's the handshake and there's the 8. Piero is not giving any of that up. He knows that's it. That's Florian's only chance. So he's going to hold on tight. That's it. And in fact, every time Florian draws from the deck, hoping to get that, he's just going to speed up the conclusion of the game.
Absolutely.
He's going for it. Florian realizes he can't do it. He's got to slow down the tempo now.
I'm sure that Piero is going to take all opportunities to speed up this game.
Yes. Oh. Piero is actually, he's gotten the, by the way, he's got the 4 red, so he will not be negative on the red. So
he got a 4, so that means that...
he's safe.
Yeah, he's safe. It will be 3 points multiplied by 2 handshakes, so that will be 9 points positive, not negative.
That's right. Florian's thinking what to take. I mean,
let's see Florian. How is he doing? Now he's in the 5th row, and he has...
Oh, he's hoping for the 5. He doesn't know if the 5 is in.
Yeah.
If Piero has the 5, or can he draw the 5?
Oh, what a pity. He got a handshake, a white handshake too late.
Ouch.
With that, maybe he
had a chance.
He will be,
maybe. I don't know.
Okay, so...
Still a difficult position. There we go. So he's drawing. So the 4 does nothing for him, but it's slowing down the tempo.
Yeah. Piero is slowing down, Piero speeding up, and Florian is slowing down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Timing, all about timing. Again, the 2 does nothing for him. He just doesn't want to pull from the
now the game is over.
The stack.
Piero takes 1, last from Florian, and he
finishes it on his turn. Yeah, that's the right thing to do.
He will be still more or less the same.
So let's count. What have we got? How much is that up to? The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. How much is that?
44. So 24.
24 is the difference. Times 2, 48.
48 plus 20, 68.
Okay, so.
Well,
it's
maybe. Yeah.
Oh, you got the 8-point bonus, right?
20.
I mean, the 20 from the 8 cards.
Yeah.
So that's nice, but Piero's also scored a little bit too. So let's see. So hard to believe.
No, I think that Piero with the yellow ones.
A lot 19, of yellow.
27, 31, 33, 13 by 2, 26.
Yeah, healthy.
No way to lose.
No way. I'm not even sure if Florian's even good.
Let's see the blue. It is 4 and plus 5, 9, and then...
Oh, he's got. I think he's got more.
7. I mean, not enough points to lose. No, there are two cards.
5, 7,
yeah, Piero has got points enough to win in the end this game. So 71 points for Florian Germain.
No, I think that was for...
No, yeah, it was Florian.
Oh, was it Florian?
Now,
oh, okay,
yeah,
yes, you're right,
yeah.
okay.
So
now Piero's counting his score.
Yeah, his score, yeah.
That's a nice score, all in all. So
normally they take away 20 points, and then it is easier to count the rest. Like
that's true.
Yeah. So Piero won. He lost this game by only 10 points. So
but that is not a 50.
He had 53. So
yeah.
Okay. So I think that now that we have finished this, I think that we can see something that you are delighted to show to the audience.
Oh yes, sure. I guess we'll show a little clip of diving chess, which is a game that. I think we'll be back in a second. There's a commercial.
Yeah, let's go to the commercials.
Hi viewers, let's talk about Pandora's easiest way to invest, the Go and Grow. Go and Grow is an incredibly simple and automated service that allows you to earn 6.75% per annum and take your cash out at any time. Here are some benefits. It has a yield of 6.75, helping you to plan for the future. You can access your cash without any excessive withdrawal penalties. You also get a diversified portfolio of investments supported by advanced and reliable technology. And you only pay tax when you make a withdrawal over your capital amount invested. That's not all, there's more. You can share access with the people you trust to invest together for a shared goal like an upcoming world trip or a wedding. And if you are already a Pandora investor, you can transfer your existing Pandora investment portfolio to Go and Grow with just a few clicks. Check for more info in the description box below and visit us on Facebook at Pandora Capital. Start today and make your dreams a reality with Go and Grow.
Hi there, my name is Eitan Ilfeld, and I'm very happy to welcome Dan Holloway to the studio. Dan, you won last year's Creative Thinking and Speed Reading Championship, and this year you came back and won Speed Reading again. Tell us how you did it, and let's show the audience the book.
Let's start with the book, Implanted by Lawrence E. Tufo, which is basically a science fiction spy thriller. So it's sort of like John le Carré type stuff. And yes, I used a very basic technique. It's not magic. It's simply expanding my peripheral vision and learning to make my eyes move more fluently over the page. So I'm not back skipping all the time. I'm not dancing around.
Just to show kind of how it looks. Yeah. This is a normal book here with regular pages, almost 400 pages. Dan read the entire book in 64 minutes.
Yeah.
Almost 400 pages, and then answered a series of comprehension questions, getting most of them right. So how do you do it? I mean, how do you train to read that quickly and yet can understand all of that?
You're basically training your eye muscles, or the muscles around your eyes, so that it's very easy, as I say, to skip back all the time and to dance around. It's also very easy just to keep your eyes moving, but your eyes actually only take things in when they're stationary. So what you're doing is you're training your eyes to stop, then move fluently, then stop, then move. So you're basically getting a very fluid motion.
Can anyone do this?
If that's the way you read, so obviously it's not something you can do with Braille.
Sure.
Then yes, it's actually very easy to learn. It took me a few weeks to get the technique. It hurts the first few times you do it. You can't read a whole book, so you have to start with a few pages at a time.
So we counted that you read, in terms of raw speed, it was about 1,700 words per minute, and in terms of actually retaining the comprehension, it was around 1,300 words per minute. Incredible. And you also won the Creative Thinking World Championship. Tell everybody a bit about what Creative Thinking is about. Well, I think we may also have Bill later in, who runs that competition, talk about it. But tell us, what is it? What is the Creative Thinking World Championship, and how do you win it?
You basically win it by coming up with ridiculous ideas. Bill has a very particular sense of humour, so a lot of it is about coming up with humorous ideas. Creativity in general is coming up with connections between things that aren't usually connected. So problems that you get will often involve connecting two things together in interesting ways. And the real thing is that you're doing it in ways that other people don't do. So it's sort of like you're adding value, as that's a really bad phrase, but you get what I mean. So you're creating things that no one else has created before, different ways of looking at the world, different solutions.
Man, on that note, I understand you've invented a game as well that's supposed to help people be creative.
That's the idea. It's called Mycelium, and it's based on the memory systems of medieval monks and the MRI scans of battle rappers.
Battle rappers?
Yeah.
How did they get into this?
There was a very famous MRI experiment. They put people in an MRI scanner, said start freestyling, and the moment they started freestyling, the frontal lobes of their brain shut off. So it's a way of, the game is basically encouraging you to be stupid. That's probably the...
You got to know how to let go sometimes to be
creative.
creative.
Exactly.
Love it, love it. Great. Well, I think we're going to get back soon to our Lost Cities, but it's been a pleasure, and congratulations again on winning the Speedy Reading Championship.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to being here next year.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome to another weekly video from Bondora. A great question being asked by our investors from across the world is that why are we based in Tallinn? Tallinn is referred to as Europe's Silicon Valley and is a hub for innovative companies like Skype, TransferWise, Pipedrive, and of course Bondora, something not so commonly seen in a medieval capital city. Estonia hosts the NATO Cyber Defense Center and is also building a data embassy in Luxembourg, which will have the same right as regular embassy, but it is able to remotely reboot the country's IT systems in case of a cyber attack. So due to this level of cybersecurity, and since there are children being taught how to code in kindergarten, there is a wealth of tech talent, and this provides a great environment for us to thrive and achieve our goal of becoming Europe's #1 peer-to-peer lending platform. We hope this information helps you understand why we are based in Tallinn, Estonia, and be sure to leave a comment below as to what you want to see in the next week's video and how we can consistently improve your investing experience on Bondora platform. Thanks for watching, and until next week, keep investing, and bye for now.
Hello, back from the Main Sports Olympiad. We were commenting the fourth round on the Lost Cities. I am with Alan Decker. It's a pleasure to stay with you, but let's go first to see how does this game, Lost Cities, work.
Hi, this is Steve from the Dice Club, and today I'm going to show you how to play a game called Lost Cities. It's a Renya Knizia game, it plays 2 players, and it plays in about 15 minutes. In Lost Cities, you're going to be trying to set up expeditions to various lost temples or lost places on the planet. You've got an Aztec one, a snow one, a jungle one, a fire one, and an underwater one. Just basically themed in different colours. You're going to get a hand of cards. That's the snow one as such, and you can see as the cards pile up together, they start making some sort of trail leading towards a final lost set of artifacts. This is the highest card in the red, and it gives you kind of like, looks like some sort of Stonehenge based thing with volcanoes behind it. And what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to play a card, then draw a card. Okay, you can play a card to 2 different places. So I've got my hand of cards here. I've got them in 5 different colours of different expeditions I can start. I've got a 2 and a 6 in white, 5 and a 6 in yellow, and so on. And on my turn, I can try and launch an expedition. And launch an expedition, all I do is play 1 card of that particular colour in front of me. I might decide to play this white 2 in the white track. And then on future turns, I can only play cards higher than a 2 there. So I might not want to play, for example, I might not want to start with this yellow 5 because I don't have the yellow 4, 3 or 2. But I might decide to start with this white 2, and then I get to draw a card. So I'll draw a card from the draw deck, and I've picked up another card. On my next turn I might decide I don't want to play anything else. I might, for the temporarily, I don't have to play one to my expedition. I could play one to the communal pile. I might decide I don't really want to play one here for various reasons. I'm going to play the green 3 here and draw another card. On a later turn I might decide to discard my yellow 5, and I can then pick up again this green 3, and my opponent's probably going to be playing cards down here, cards I want, so I might take them instead. The way it's going to work is you're going to score points for any expedition you start. If I don't start an expedition, it's going to score me nothing. However, every expedition you start is going to cost you 20 points to start it. So at this moment, with this white 2 here, it's going to cost me 20 points because I've started this white expedition and I'm only gaining 2 back. So this white expedition at the moment is losing me 18 points. If I can start to get to the point where I'm playing more white cards, there's a total of 8, so it's only losing me 12 points. I've basically got to get a total of more than 20 in white cards to make this worthwhile. So as soon as I start playing white, my opponent's not going to be discarding any white cards, or at least in this case I've got a white 6, my opponent's not going to be discarding any white cards higher than 6. And I would score at the end of the game for all the expeditions I've started, and the game will end when the draw pile runs out of cards. So at the end of the game, when the draw pile has run out, this might be my final board. I might have a total of 13 in yellow, but it would cost me 20 to start the expedition, so that would lose me 7 points. I have a total of 22 in blue, but that would cost me 20 to start it. That would gain me 2 points. And I have a total of 27 in white. That would gain me 7 points. In total, I've got plus 2 points. So that's not a very good score. You generally want to score in the region between 40 to 60 points. However, there are ways to increase the value of your expeditions. You may see these handshakes, you get these white handshakes, there's handshakes of different colours, and if I played my white handshake, it has to be the first thing that goes on my expedition. Once I've played other numbers down, I can't do anything else. But the white handshake would double the value of the expedition after you've subtracted the 20 points. So in this case it was 27, minus 20 was 7, it's now worth 14 because I have one white handshake. If you manage to get a second white handshake, it will triple the value of the expedition. So instead of being worth 7 after the subtraction of 20, it's now worth 21. There are a total of 3 handshakes of every colour. So if you manage to get all 3 white handshakes down, and the 2, the 6, the 9 and the 10, this would score you 28 points. But the problem is, as soon as you put one white handshake down, your opponent's not going to give you any white cards. So you have to be quite lucky and draw enough of them so that you score quite highly. Or you wait and wait and wait until there are enough white cards here, and then you make a last-ditch attempt to make that expedition count. The last thing you can score points for is long expeditions. Expeditions with at least 8 cards in or more gain a bonus 20 points after the costs of everything done here. So this set of white expedition cards, there's only 7 there, so that wouldn't get me a bonus 20, but if I managed to slide one more white card in there, not only would I start tripling a higher total, but I would also get a bonus 20 points at the end. So rather than trying to start off 5 expeditions, which will inevitably lose you points on some of them, you might try and focus on 1 if not 2 colours of expeditions, just so you can maximise the score with triples, or you can get the bonus 20 points. That's how to play Lost Cities. You play until the end of the deck, most points wins, and you generally play best of 3. So you'd play this 3 times and see who wins 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 2 if someone manages to win the first 2. That's how to play Lost Cities. This has been Steve from the Dice Cup. Thank you very much.
So back to Main Sports Olympiad, and now that we have learned how to play Lost Cities, let's go to the standings up to now. We are in the 5th round and we are having the points of the players up to the 5th round.
We saw Piero draw with Germany in the last round.
So Florian, Yemen, Piero Sama, Ricardo Gomez and Stephen Wright has 6 points. Martin Heimer 5.5, and then 5 more players with 5 points. Noah Concesión, Matthew Haytrell, Alejandro Pérez Andrada, Darío de Toffoli, and Samuel Pires. So let's go to the first table. So we have here Ricardo from Portugal on the right and Piero from Italy on the left. So this is going to be a tough match. They are very good in these games. We have seen Piero in the former game, and he did it quite well. Yeah.
Yes, I noticed Piero just started with an investor card in the blue.
Yes. Yeah.
When he only had 6 points in it, and Ricardo has already 16 points in it.
Yeah, it's risky to start something with only 6 points in hand, but he had decided that he prefers to wait for the rest of the colors and to start. Well, in this case, Ricardo has started something with a handshake, so he's investing on multiplying by 2, by 3, etc. And we see that Piero has 17 points on that. They're playing really fast.
They're playing exceptionally fast. It's exceptionally fast, yes.
I think that as they have had a few minutes in the meantime that we are explaining all the viewers the procedures, the way this game is working, then they have had the opportunity to think about more in depth.
Now I noticed Piero got rid of his investor card in red, even though he had 12 points, and there's a possibility he may get higher reds. I would have held on to that, I think, for a little bit.
Yeah.
He also has 17 points. What quite often happens is you have cards that block up your hand, like those two white cards. He's not going to throw them away because Ricardo will pick them up.
Yeah, at this moment he could invest one time to put the 5 of green because it is continuing the 4, and so he had not to waste time to do that. But now
look, he's picked up another red. He's already got what's that? 18 points in red, and he got rid of his investor card. So that may have been a mistake. Are we able to pan down and see what's happened in the yellow?
Yeah,
in the yellow section.
Let's see the situation for Ricardo. Let's move.
So Ricardo, Piero started 2 investor cards in the yellow. Did we see what he had in his yellow?
No yellow, only the 2. So at this moment, I mean, the players don't know what the other player has in hand, but
and they don't know what's coming out of the pack.
Yeah, so they can expect something like 50% of the rest of the points will come to my hand, but it is not for sure.
There's 54 points in each suit. So if you expect to get 50% of the cards, you can get 27 points. So both players could turn a profit in each expedition.
Yeah, it is not so normal to have both sides playing for the same color.
But also not so exceptional either.
Yeah, in this case, blue and red are being played by both players. So we're seeing a situation that it is what we were commenting, both players playing for the same goal.
Now Ricardo's picked up another investor card in yellow. That's going to be blocking his hand until Piero starts the yellow expedition.
Yeah, absolutely. And two handshakes on Ricardo, on Piero, sorry, on yellow will not allow Ricardo to use any yellow at this moment, and he has 3 yellow cards.
No, I think Piero's in trouble on blue, because if you look at Ricardo's hand, he had the 5, 6, 7, 9. That's 22, 27 points already. He's already got half the points in blue. And even if Piero picks up all the blue cards, he can only make a maximum profit of 5 times 2 is 10. So he's actually in great danger, Piero.
Ricardo has used the 4 cards of blue. Timing. And now
the only 2 cards that he can pick up are the 8 and the 10. So the 8 and the 10 are missing from the blue.
The thing is that at this moment, Piero knows that he has 7 cards yellow. 7 cards yellow. He only needs 1 more card to have the extra 20 points bonus to reach his starting. Yeah, he has no time. So he is starting with the 3, then the 4, and I mean, he has time. Oh, 1 more yellow. Let's see what is it.
Oh, he's found a good card. Piero has got lucky.
Piero has the edge on this game.
Except he is going to get minus 14 times 2, minus 28.
A lot in blues, yes,
Blue.
yes.
Will he get enough compensation in the yellows?
Yeah, but the thing is that he will have time to put all the yellows.
He will,
and
yes.
then waiting. In fact, he has a lot of white points also. He will not have time to put all of them.
No, I think he's going to forget the whites.
One more
he's
blue.
picked up a blue.
What is it?
What is it? He's lucky. Is that a high card? We can't
If
see.
it is, if it only the 8, more than the 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10 blue. So only the 8 is helping him. So he's going to lose for sure 12 points. Oh, what a lucky!
Yeah,
that's 16 points.
That's worth 16 points. The reason it's worth 16 points is that he had played an investor card.
Yeah.
So actually, Piero looks like he's doing very well here now.
Yeah.
And in the blue expedition, Ricardo hasn't managed to get an investor card down. They're both playing very fast. Okay, actually Ricardo's picked up a lot of points in red as well.
Let's see the cards of Ricardo, because if Ricardo is able to manage greens with timing off,
okay, they
have finished.
So I think Piero's going to win, but it's not
Piero
going to be.
is going to win, but
Piero will win.
Yeah,
Yes.
at this moment.
Interestingly, in the initial part of the game, I thought Pierre had made a big mistake with blue, but actually it turned out that...
Yeah, it was not so bad. It was bad.
It was bad, but not
Minus
so
16, but maybe not so bad.
Yes, yes. And did he get the 8 cards down for yellow? So that bonus might be doubly painful for
he was able to put the 8 cards.
Are we able to turn to the player's audio?
So 20 points out. So 14, 28.
Small points.
So something like...
Looks like 44 points.
Something, yes.
Looks like 44. I think Pierre's going to...
Yeah, for sure.
He has the minus 12 points from blue, but it's only only minus 12 from blue. But he'll score a lot more.
Minus 12, yes. 6 multiplied by 2, yes.
Okay, he scored 83 points from... and that's even if he scores minus 12 from all the other expeditions, he's still winning this. Oh, he puts the... Is that an Italian...
way of doing...
Italian way of doing
minus behind instead of in front of. I don't know.
Maybe it's a way of notating the score. If you want it to be a minus, then it's a minus. If you don't want it to be a minus, you ignore it. Okay, so Piero's won this one quite comfortably. He's actually a very strong player. I noticed from the medal table he actually won the silver medal last time.
Oh yes, last year he was silver. James Happel being gold, and also the pentamine history gold in last year, and David Jamieson was bronze last year in this game.
Yes.
So it was 79 against 44, 35 points difference. This is something affordable for Ricardo to turn around. So
the most important thing, Paco, is for Ricardo to win this game.
To win, to tie 1-1.
Don't worry too much about the float.
No, absolutely, absolutely. If he loses this 2-0, then
he's going to struggle to get a medal. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the winning score here will be about 9 points for the tournament.
Yeah.
That's 9 out of possible
and still
12.
2 games, so 1 more point will be 7, and then if he wins the last 2, that will be 9, and it is possible to win with that score.
Okay, Piero's picked up quite an awkward hand. He's got some high cards,
so
nothing very low.
Yeah,
so
now it's Ricardo's turn to start. He's starting with greens. So let's see.
He's put the yellow investor card in the wrong pile.
3 investing cards. Yes, he has 3 more greens. So I think that this is an absolutely correct strategy. But
Piero already has.
Piero has started also the greens. So goodness, either Ricardo gets 20 points there, or he's going to multiply by 3 the minus.
I think Piero had the 5, 8, and 10. If he puts them all down one after the other, it's 23 points. That means there's only there's 31 points left in green.
So, and you said that they were
54 points in
so
total.
31, only 23 pending.
23 for Piero.
Yeah,
so Piero's just taken 23 points. So he's got to have a small profit in green. He's given up on green, in other words.
Yes.
And by those 3 cards he's placed down, he enables him to pick up other cards. I think he's waiting for investor card in yellow. Do you notice how good his yellow is? 7, 10, 9. So he's got 26 points in yellow. He really wants an investor card. I think if he does pick up an investor card, I think he's going to win this game. Oh, and he did. He played an investor card.
What a pity.
Oh, I think Ricardo's going to
what a
struggle
pity.
now.
No.
He's got
what a good card for him. Yes.
I think Paco meant what a pity for Ricardo, because this is going to be tricky now. This is going to be tricky.
Well,
so Ricardo's going to really have to pick up some excellent blues.
Yeah.
To stand a chance here. So what have you got here?
Or 8 greens. That maybe
he has only a maximum of 31.
He has 6 at this moment.
Okay.
6 greens. If he is able to get 8, but it is quite strange. 3 cards out. There are 13 cards each.
Yes, there's a 2 to 10. It's that's 9 cards and 3 investor cards. So there's 12 cards per
12
suit.
cards.
Oh, actually, no, it is 13 cards because you have the 2 to 10.
Well, he has decided to put the 6 because the 5 is in the other side of the board. So now he has only the 7 and the 9.
Yeah. 7 and 9 is 16 points, so that's 30 points. 10 plus 17 is 30 points.
No, 29?
29,
so
correct,
9.
29, so the 2 is missing.
Yeah.
29. So Ricardo really needs to get that 7 and a 9 to make a turn of profit.
To make a profitable investment on the 2 handshakes.
Now, the one thing that's going pretty well for Ricardo is he's got a hand fistful of yellows, which is good because Piero has 26 points in yellow.
Yeah.
He might have to just take a loss on yellow, just play them out, because what he can't do is he has what's that, 18 points in yellow. I would be tempted to just play them, just to get out of and get new cards.
The 3 and getting new cards. Yes. I will do the same for sure, unless he has the 7 and the 9 of green that he can immediately place them.
Could we see Piero's cards to see what he's thinking about? So what's he thinking about?
The 9 of green is in Piero's hands.
So that means Ricardo
that Ricardo is going to set the thing.
He's going to get maximum 20.
Yeah, 20.
So Ricardo needs the 7 otherwise, even if he gets the 7, he can score 0.
He has the 7. I think he has.
Yeah, I think Piero's going to win this. And also he's sitting with the 2 and the 8 in blue, so that's another 10 points that Ricardo needs to catch up on the yellow. I think if Ricardo does not pick up the 7 blue, the 7 green.
So Piero doesn't want to put the 2 of blue. I will do the.
Oh, he started to pick up. Is he going to try to make an expedition in white? That's a strange move for.
What? What is that?
Okay, so he picked up white. I think.
I don't understand.
I don't understand. I think Piero was thinking that he might be able to make a profit in the white expedition, but what Ricardo did is he was alert to that, and as soon as he picked up the investor card, he picked up the investor card off the white pack, so that Piero would not be able to use the investor card. Now what I would do as Ricardo, I would not pick up that 3, because if he did, Piero would be able to get the investor card.
Yes.
Now we can see from Piero's hand.
He will do the investing card and then taking the 3.
But if Piero takes the 3, Ricardo will now pick up the investor card.
Okay.
So that Piero does not get the
Okay. Ricardo avoided to have Piero taking the 2 investing cards. And he has started with the 3?
So he didn't start with the investor card. Interesting. Now I think Piero made a strange decision there.
Yeah, very strange. I wouldn't do that. I would rather prefer to speed up the game and just to reduce the opportunity to Ricardo to recuperate those 30-something points, 37 difference on the first game.
It was
Yeah.
35, I think it was.
35, okay.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Ricardo's just not finding the cards.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just
Blues.
not finding the cards. So we already have 20 points. Piero has 20 points in blue, and Ricardo really needs those. So Ricardo's only got 19 points in blue, which means 20 plus 19 is 39, so there's only 18 points
0
left.
points in green at the most.
At the most, yes. And if he doesn't pick up that 7...
That will be terrible, 21 points.
That's 21 points down
minus,
on the green. So I think Ricardo is going to have to get lucky.
I have seen one green card on Ricardo's hand.
Can you?
But no.
I don't think he does.
Maybe it was a handshake in the middle, yes.
No, he has no... I think he has to play those yellows just to get new cards into his hand. And hope that he picks up the 7
blues.
green and blues.
7
blues.
green and blues, yes. Or more white.
Yeah. No, Piero's going to win this game. Oh, he's no. That's for me a mistake.
He's discarding.
That for me is a mistake.
Well, it is also possible to discard that because only 20 points. He's not going to get anything else. And
but at least it keeps his hand moving. If he picks up a 6, he can play it.
He can do it the same because the yellow on the other side is
already
up
complete.
To 9, so no problem.
Okay, that is correct. Yes.
So he's starting the blue. Piero is starting the blue.
Okay, so that's bad.
That's bad news for Ricardo.
So now Ricardo will realize that he's
he has lost.
He's lost, yeah. So Ricardo will just have to play and hope for a bit of luck, limit the loss.
Yeah.
So it's well played, Piero.
Yeah.
So Piero has an interesting style. Most people play very straightforward, I would say.
Yeah.
But he did something quite unusual in the middle of the game by picking up white.
I did.
Both of us found it quite strange.
but he will know.
All right, so Ricardo's just trying to limit the loss now, I think.
Yeah.
He did pick up a 9 and 10 of yellow of white, so that's a good news for him, but that's no investor card there. So the problem for him really is that green. He has to pick up that 7.
Yeah.
So, look. Why has he picked up a white? So is that because he wants to delay the end of the game? Just so you know, viewers, if the players run out of time...
And how many cards are still left?
We're not able to see the discard.
Yeah, because they have spread it. And let's see...
Are we able to move the camera down to see
yes, only
just
2 cards, yes. So 9 and 10 white.
So how many cards does Ricardo have to play? He's got a 9 of blue to play.
Only the blue card.
And he hasn't got the 7. So Piero's going to win by a huge margin.
And
Okay. All right, so this is going to be a massive win for Piero.
Really.
Which will put him in pole position for the gold medal.
Yes. And sincerely, I think that the cards that Ricardo has got are really bad.
I think Ricardo has had poor luck this game. Yeah, I think the last game was very much more competitive.
Yeah.
Everything's worked out for him. I mean, if you look at the number of 10s, just for example, he's got the 10 of yellow, the 10 of blue, the 10 of green, the 10 of red, and he got his investor cards in the right time. So Piero has played well, though. You have to play well to capitalize on your luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. Ricardo's now just waiting for the final disastrous result. These things happen. It's a game of high variance. The skilled players are also doing a number of other things, psychological ploys. They also, one of the things you can do is when the opponent picks up his card, their hand, like in poker, they will often invariably look at their chips. In this game, the players will sometimes look at an expedition. Okay, there we go. Piero's won 2-0.
Piero has won 2-0.
So if we can zoom in, we might be able to see the final score. Let's try and zoom in quickly. Can we zoom in? So it's 62. So it's 62 plus 35. So that's a 97. Wow, that's a
huge difference.
Especially in almost the penultimate round between two of the top players.
Yeah, really top players. Oh. Yeah. So I think that we can go to see the Pentamain standings just to remind you right before, and then we will go a couple of minutes of publicity. Okay, so everything is as it was 1 hour ago, and so Ancus is there. I mean,
he's uncatchable.
Yeah. And then Martin, James, and Andres are still competing for the silver and
now, one of the
bronze.
players down in 10th position, Lumen Sperling. He's a new player to the Mind Sports.
Yes.
Welcome, Lumen.
Yeah, welcome him.
He's looking really good to win the Agricola, and that will mean that he can replace his score of 76 with a score of over 100. So he should bump up to about 475, which should put him in maybe fourth or fifth place.
Okay, let's go to commercials, and then we are going to see something really spectacular.
Hi everyone. This time, we would like to give you an overview of what peer-to-peer lending at Bondora is all about. Compared to traditional bank credit models, peer-to-peer lending at Bondora makes you the bank, while our platform provides you the borrowers to lend to. So as an investor, you can generate profit from the interest paid by the borrowers, while the borrowers benefit from the quick access to loans they need. The concept of peer-to-peer lending is relatively new in the finance market and has grown rapidly in the last decade. So if you are new to peer-to-peer lending, would like to be an investor, you can visit our website at bondora.com for more information, or check us out on Facebook at Bondora Capital. And that's it for today. Visit our website to start investing and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.
Okay, welcome back. I have here Eitan Ilfeld with me. Eitan's going to talk about something a little bit different.
So yeah, I think we're going to show a short clip in a sec of diving chess, which is a chess variant that I came up with. Basically, you're playing chess in a swimming pool, and instead of using a chess clock, that's usually how games are regulated in terms of time. Here, you can think for each move for as long as you hold your breath. So it's quite simple. You go down, and you have to make a move before you come back up. If you don't make a move, you get a warning the first time, and the second time you lose the game. So you really have to make a move while you're down. And
can I ask how you came up with the idea, Eitan?
Sure, yeah. So we have a great event called the Creative Thinking World Championship here at the Mind Sports Olympiad. I did that a few years ago, well, about a decade ago actually now. Time has flown. And I came up with the idea to try and push chess to the next level. I had seen, so it was in that event that I thought about it, and I had seen chess boxing,
yes.
which is quite amusing, where you alternate rounds between boxing and chess. But I realized that wasn't really about the chess. That was more trying to combine the two, but I thought the boxing dominated in chess boxing, because you could actually fortify your king and then try and beat someone in the ring. But in diving chess, you're playing normal chess. You have to win on the board. You're just doing it under very physically demanding constraints. And again, you can think for as long as you hold your breath. So it's a very pure game in that sense. And the tempo seems to lend itself quite well to chess. Because, I mean, you could try and do diving, I don't know, Scrabble or whatever.
I noticed in the diving clip, in the clips for diving chess, the board is about a meter below water level. Is that specified in the rules?
Well, our host is the third space in Soho, and that just happens to be the pool that they have, which is a great pool.
So you could play at 5 meters depth, or
absolutely. I mean, the deeper, the more challenging it is.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, it's quite hard to go down and to be underwater. You know, you want to kind of exhale, let out the oxygen in order to kind of sink down.
And does the event favor swimmers? You don't need to be a swimmer to be able to do it.
Not at all. I mean, obviously you need to feel comfortable in water.
Sure.
Otherwise, there's no way you'll handle the stress. But anyone can do it. You want to be physically fit. You've done it in the past. You can tell tell the viewers how physically demanding it is.
Well, the event takes place over 4 hours. Depending on the water temperature of the pool, it's actually pretty demanding after a couple of hours. The first game's great. You're full of adrenaline. It's a lot of fun. But by the second and third game, you've really got to look after your conditioning. If you're not keeping yourself warm between rounds, if you're not a very buoyant person, for example, if you sink very easily, or if you don't sink very easily, you have to have some sort of device to help you either float more or sink better.
Absolutely, and heat, like you said, is important. So players they often will go and have a hot shower or go into the sauna between rounds just to warm up, or swim laps between rounds. The more blood that you get circulating, the warmer you feel. And when you're standing still and just going up and down for a few hours, I mean, that's not enough to really keep you warm.
Now, when I competed, and I noticed a lot in the clip, a lot of the players are doing this, is they carry weights to help carry them down to the bottom of the pool.
That's right. So many players like using weights. Some players are purists, and they like to do it without that, and they're able to do very well. I mean, David Jamieson, who's one of our champions, he doesn't use any equipment except for goggles. You definitely need goggles.
Yes. Now, you touched on the rules. If a player comes down to play to make a move, and they find that they haven't taken a good breath, or they need a bit of extra time to move, what happens if they do come up without having to complete their move?
That's right. So you get a warning the first time, and that's okay. But the second time you lose the game, so you gotta do it. So this is a world championship, and it's a great event. We'll be doing it again next year. So
I hope to see a lot more people next time. We're going to go straight back to the Lost Cities. We're not going to go straight back to the Lost Cities, I've been told. Can we find out who got the medals in the diving chest this year?
Well, I think we're going to go to commercial in a sec. But I will say that Reiko, who was the defending champion, he won this year, and it was a great event. We had 15 players.
I actually spoke to Reiko earlier today, and he told me he'd bought a 5mm wetsuit, and he carried 15 kilograms of weights in order to help get the right depth for...
He definitely came prepared.
He came very well prepared.
All right. Well, we're going to wrap for now, and we'll see you guys soon.
Hello, and welcome to another weekly video from Bondora. A great question being asked by our investors from across the world is that why are we based in Tallinn? Tallinn is referred to as Europe's Silicon Valley, and it's a hub for innovative companies like Skype, TransferWise, Pipedrive, and of course Bondora, something not so commonly seen in a medieval capital city. Estonia hosts the NATO Cyber Defense Center and is also building a data embassy in Luxembourg, which will have the same right as regular embassy, but it is able to remotely reboot the country's IT systems in case of a cyber attack. So due to this level of cybersecurity, and since there are children being taught how to code in kindergarten, there is a wealth of tech talent, and this provides a great environment for us to thrive and achieve our goal of becoming Europe's #1 peer-to-peer lending platform. We hope this information helps you understand why we are based in Tallinn, Estonia, and be sure to leave a comment below as to what you want to see in the next week's video and how we can consistently improve your investing experience on Bondora platform. Thanks for watching, and until next week, keep investing, and bye for now.
So back to Mind Sports Olympiad, we were commenting the 5th round on the Lost Cities. So now we have the standings. Let's see them.
Two winners, so we have both winners must have won 2 games. They started the 4th round. They started the 5th round rather with 6 points, and they've won their matches 2-0.
Yeah, amazing. So that means that Martin Heimer and Dario De Toffoli
both can still win the event if they beat Florian and or Piero 2-0.
Yeah. But they have to beat them 2-0.
They have to beat them 2-0, yes.
Yeah, 1-1 will be perfect for any of Florian or Piero to have at least silver medal.
Now, Florian and Piero played in the 4th round, so they won't be playing.
Yes, but I mean that if they draw with any of the Martin or Dario, then they will be silver at least.
At least silver, correct, yes.
Okay, and then we have juniors. We have Noah. And we have Victor and Samuel, 3 juniors with 6 points. That's great.
I noticed Noah Concepcion, she's from Spain.
Yes, and Victor also. Both of them are from the Canary Islands, and I am really proud of them. And there are 2 Portuguese, Ricardo Gomez and his pupil, Samuel Pires. So let's go to the first table. Oh, we have here a legend here, Dario De Toffoli, who has been twice pentamine champion overall, and he has been the senior pentamine champion since this title was starting. So all of the years, Dario Toffoli has been the pentamine champion, senior pentamine champion. And he's playing against Florian Germain, that we have already seen him to play in
round 4.
Yeah, round 4, and he tied 1-1, I think.
He tied 1-1 with Piero.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
So, handshake, wonderful. I think that here the handshake in all games is something beautiful to see.
It's good. It's also a mark of respect for your opponent. Yeah. They introduced that recently in chess, in international chess tournaments. They introduced a requirement that players shake hands, which I think is a good change.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at Dario's hand, and he looks like he's going to take a risk.
Oh, now, goodness!
Goodness! Now that is a big risk.
That is a major risk to start something.
Is he going to? Oh my goodness! Now that's a really courageous play.
Yes.
If you look at Dario's hand, he's got no yellows, so he's looking already at minus 60 points in yellow. He will pick up some yellows, but will he pick up enough?
Yeah.
That's going to dominate his thoughts the whole game.
Yeah, the whole game.
The whole game he's going to be thinking about yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now I think that he will discard the white. The white is not working, and
I would be tempted to keep that white just in case something developed with this 3 and the 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Dario's picked up the 5. Now Dario picked up the 10, and he discarded the 5. So he might have been tempted to keep.
Oh, what a difficult situation now, because he cannot discard the 4 and the 3.
No.
And he's
unless he plays the 3 and the 4 and hopes to pick up some points later on.
No yellow on Dario's hand.
Yeah.
Let's see the Florian hand just in case. So only 2 yellows,
so
5 and 6.
Florian's hoping to pick up a nice expedition in red.
In red, yes. He started.
Now that's a much more normal play.
Yeah.
He has some points in red and he started
15 points in red, so he can invest on red without a major risk.
Not a major risk.
In fact, at this moment, he has 18. Sorry.
Oh, it's working
19,
out well for Florian. Okay, Florian started great.
Yeah, this is going to be amazing for Florian.
And Dario may do some very well on yellow later, but I think it's looking exceptional.
He's going to risk just in case any other red card.
How many points does Dario have down in red? Because then we can work out exactly.
Okay, let's see the other view, and we will go through.
6, 7, 8. So that's 21 points. So there's 30 points maximum
left
for red.
Yeah.
And he has 18. So if he picks up some more, he's
no yellow up to now. Only 2 yellow cards on Florian's mind.
And they're not in the right hand.
It's amazing, this situation. Oh, goodness.
I think Dario has taken. Oh, Dario's not going to be happy.
Oh, okay.
Dario's not going to be happy.
Yeah. Remember one thing. You can ask questions through any YouTube channel, or the Facebook and My Sports Olympiad or the Bondora. So we will be willing to answer those questions.
I heard earlier there was a fan of yours, Paco. Did you hear?
Well, I think that someone said that I did not have many mistakes. So I like you. Thank you very much. Not complaining about my poor English.
All right, Dario is still waiting for a yellow.
Dario, no yellow. He's in.
Now,
not desperate, but he's.
Well, Florian wouldn't have started the yellow expedition without some sort of
at least close to 15 or something like that.
Okay,
so maybe 5 and 8. So
now Dario didn't play a card. Oh, he played out a turn. Okay, so Dario's made a technical error. He must play a card first. I think he should play that as an expedition.
Yeah, 6, 10, 13, yes.
Okay. So what happened there, viewers, is Dario accidentally picked up a card before playing, and Florian said that's okay. Now Florian's willing to be magnanimous.
It's a fair play, yeah.
He's a very fair player.
Yeah, because it will be forbidden to do that. Okay, how you say? I don't say what.
Okay, I'm going to read. Paco is embarrassed to read this comment. We have a YouTube comment. Thank you very much. I'm going to read it for you. I would like to thank you, Paco, for your incredible commentaries during all the tournament. You did an amazing job. Thank you very much. That's from Ash Bay, I believe from Denmark. I could be wrong, but you have a fan.
Well, I have a fan.
Thank you very much, Ash Bay, for those kind comments.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Dario's picked up at least some sort of hand in blue.
Yeah.
And he's got to hope that Florian doesn't pick up a good hand in red.
I'm 100% sure that Dario is going to lose this game.
Yes, I would have to. Oh, Vestergaard, no. Don't put it down, Dario. Don't put it down.
Dario.
That's not the yellow he wanted to see.
You are going to suffer.
Yeah, Dario's in an awkward position.
This is
now, so what's going to go through Dario's mind here? He's going to try to limit the loss.
Yeah, limit the loss. Yes.
There's no
well, on the other side, all the yellow cards on the Florian side are one less opportunity to play. So he has, I think that he has 3 or something like that, low cards. He cannot discard it.
Unfortunately, Dario has to play the pile to try to pick up the yellow.
Two
only. Well, play it.
Yes, sure.
Is he get? Oh, okay.
Then.
Well, that's good because that's worth 7 times 3, 21 points.
That means that the yellow cards are going to come now.
So, but he can't play it. He needs to wait for the 3, 4, 5. Okay, Dario's counting the cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Only 7 cards.
6.
If both players were to play a card and pick up a discard, that means they can only play 3 cards. One player will play 4 and one player will play 3.
3, yeah.
So Dario is in a tricky situation. Oh my goodness, he's got the 3, 4, 9.
So
those are cards that Dario will never see.
But the 16. So 16 plus 23 is 39. So Dario can only get
max
14, 12
points. Oh, sorry, 14. Yes,
yeah.
14 points, correct. Now Florian does need to play reds. So what is Florian doing?
But he has the reds, so he has time. Now he has only 4 times.
So what Florian will do is he will play his card and pick up from the discard pile, not from the face down pile.
Yes.
And he has enough. Yeah. Florian's going to win big here.
7, 12, 22, I think. It's a pity because he knows that 8th card on red will be definitely the game over.
I was telling you earlier, Paco, I'm actually not a fan of the 20-point bonus rule. I think if a player is lucky enough to get 8 cards in an expedition, they're already scoring a massive monster score. So I think that rule is not something I'm so happy about, but it's part of the game. Sometimes you take a risk to get it.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you take that risk and it doesn't work.
Fully agree.
Oh, he's putting a 5 down.
As Florian doesn't know, I would rather put the 4 of red instead of the...
Why is he playing the 5?
Because there are only 3 cards.
Oh, Florian has mistimed this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness. He'll probably still win. He'll still win.
Dario has 2 handshakes to investing cards on yellow and only 2 points.
2, 3, 4. So there's only a 6 and 7 missing.
Florian should know that Dario is going to do the same than him. So I will invest the
4. Yes.
The 5 and just taking the risk of one more time. But if Dario doesn't take from the center, then it will be 18 multiplied by 54 points. So
54
that's
points,
minus points.
That's right, yes.
That's
looks like in the discard pile there's only 2 cards.
Only 2 cards? May we see it?
Maybe, can we zoom down? Just the 2 cards?
Yeah, 2 cards.
So both players have got more than 2 cards to play.
Florian plays safely.
Picked up the 6 and the 7.
Yeah.
Not... Dario should play the 6 and the 7, shouldn't he? Oh.
Well, he thought I am lost, so
So Florian will win this one
by a huge score.
By a huge score, yes. Yeah. Okay. So Florian was smiling.
I think that Dario
took too much risk in the yellow.
Yeah,
he took too
much risk.
And also the problem was, by taking that risk in the yellow, he dominated his thoughts the whole
The
game.
rest of the game was just focusing on,
He couldn't develop another suit.
Another strategy. So he was not flexible.
He took a. It sometimes pays off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pays off to do that.
Well, in fact, if you receive the 50% of the points on yellow throughout the rest of the game, perfect.
Perfect, correct.
20-something multiplied by 3, so that will be
7 times
7 multiplied by 3 or 8 or 5 at least, and that will mean 15 points. But he didn't take even 50% of the points that they were in play on yellow.
He only saw the 2, the 6, and the 7.
6, 7.
That's
it
15
was 15,
points.
yes.
And so,
1/3. Not even 1/3.
Just under 1/3 of the points, yes. In fact, I think Florian saw the lion's share of all the points. Plus 28.
Plus 28, yes.
Okay, it's lucky he's only plus 28.
Well.
Okay. Well, that's the game 1. So Dario will be trying to get something from game 2. He can still win the bronze medal.
7.5.
Depending what
if
happens
most
with
of the players with 6 points make a tie, 7.5, it is going to be important.
Yes, some of the players in 6 could, of course, win their games 2-0.
Yeah, for sure.
Which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So actually, all the players in 6 points have still got a chance to win a medal in this tournament. It'll be great if we could find out the results live, if that is possible. But right now we're focusing on board 1, and they're about to start their second game. Florian's smiling away.
Yes,
he had a great game.
He knows that now either he is gold or he's silver.
Yes.
There is no way that he can get anything less than silver.
Correct. Yes, because if Martin wins 2-0, Martin can still win the gold.
Yeah.
But if the other game ends 1-1, then Florian can at least get the gold or the silver.
Yeah.
So.
May we see the standings on the Lost Cities, because I think that at this moment Florian has the silver assured. No, I mean the overall standings
from the previous round.
After the round 5. Just a quick. Okay, yeah. There are 1.5 points difference. So for sure, even if Martin wins 2-0, then Florian has silver.
Correct, yes.
Okay, let's go to the game. They have already started. In fact, Dario has started with investing in a handshake in the blue with 10 points in hand. Now he has not nothing. He has at least 10 points to be sure that that is not going to be a wrong investment.
I like Dario's strategy with white. He doesn't have a lot of points.
I fully agree.
And if Dario only plays the 4, 5, and the 10, a lot of players are reluctant to just take a 1 or 2 point loss.
Yeah.
That's not a problem in this game. It keeps your hand moving. It doesn't block your hand.
Absolutely. This is a game with so big importance on timing. If you will be able to say pass without anything happening, you will do it many times. Please pass, I want to pass. Just take one card and not discarding anything or...
Okay, Dario's picked up a very nice hand in red.
Yeah. So he has 6 red cards. Up to the 6 is the highest card.
4, 5, 6, and he has 9, 10 in his hand. So he has a good score. He has a good score in red already. Okay, he's not going to get the 7 because Florian
he can get the 8. So he's not going to complete 8 cards on red, but he's going to have
15 plus 19 is 34.
34?
34
so
points.
28 points because there is an investor. So for sure he's going to have 28 points there.
Okay, he's just got a green. That I think is going to be picked up by Dario.
Nice yellow. So at this moment Florian has nice yellow cards.
Okay, Dario's left the green in the middle. He's going to try to encourage Florian to discard green, I think.
With so many cards to play, he has invested the 5. I don't understand.
And now look at that. Florian's picked up the 4. Yeah, I think that was a mistake.
It was a mistake, because then why not use...
I think it would have been more wise to discard the investor card in green.
In green, yes.
Yes, and wait 1 card. All right, and so he's not waiting for the 6
he's
either.
becoming nervous. I don't understand. And then the 6 and...
He's still the 6 missing, yes.
And what is going on?
Okay, 7's a luck.
Well, 7 and 8
7's a good card,
in white. That is marvelous.
So he will just play those now, because
that means that Florian has 2 timing moments with the 7 and an 8 on white to take new cards and
also
and one more. Yeah,
in the investor card can be discarded.
Yeah.
So he has 3 cards to play on white, which is nice. He keeps his hand moving.
He keeps moving. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That blue's good.
Yeah.
Might be able to
18
score.
points.
18
yeah, 18 points, reducing the potential points for Dario to reaching blue. And any other card, even he can place the 3 and the 5 blue, no problem.
Only a small loss at worst.
If he loses 1 point, no problem, and he is 3 more timings back. So
Florian has actually
looks like
got a good hand now.
A good position.
All right. Can we switch to Dario's hand?
Yeah, okay.
So Dario's
he's worried, yes.
He started well.
Yeah, the investing in reds, he knows that it is going to be profitable for him, but...
maybe he invested a bit too quickly in the reds. Didn't wait for the second investor card, maybe?
I don't know, maybe. I think that with 4 or 5 cards he had in hand, well, that is awful.
Okay, so what's going through Dario's mind at the moment is, do I wait for a red, which is doubled because of the investor card, or do I wait for a white? So he's waiting for a 7-8 of red, or a 9 of white.
Discarding the investing in blue, maybe
that's probably okay. He doesn't know that Florian's got a fistful of blue, though. So
the rest of the cards are awful.
I would play
maybe
the 10 white. That's
the 10 white.
Oh, he's decided not to wait. He has gone for green, like I suggested earlier. He's going to so Dario's going to hope that the greens turn out well for him. Okay, that's a blue. Yeah, I would have discarded an investor card in blue or the 10 of white. Dario's waiting for the 9 of white, hope he gets lucky.
The problem of Dario is knowing if Florian is going to start green or blue. So that is the reason why he's not putting an investor card on blue. That is a good strategy. I think that he did the right thing. Putting the 4 of greens.
Yeah, he's picked up a nice card to go with that. So
now he can do whatever he wants, and
he's got timing points.
Yes, timing.
Very good.
Oh, yes, because the 9, Florian put the 9, then there is no reason to wait for the 10 of whites. So now blue is safe. And so with 10 and 8, that will be...
I think Dario actually played that very sensibly, because he was struggling to find the right card to play. By picking up the green, he gave himself 3 timing cards.
Yes.
And during that turn, he picked up a beautiful blue, the 10, and he was able to play his greens. So good play from Dario, very good play.
Yeah, Dario wants to finish as soon as possible. Oh, that's wonderful.
Well,
then this is maybe a winning card.
A winning card. That's a fantastic card for Dario.
Yeah.
So Dario is actually
two fantastic cards, and then 2 more waiting moves. So it is
if he
great.
Picks up the 7 or
more blue?
No, not the right one. But you can't have all the luck.
Yeah.
Okay, so Florian, what is Florian waiting for? He's probably waiting for a high yellow.
Yeah, only high yellow. Yeah, 8, 9.
Okay, so this looks
10.
like Dario's.
The 8th is in Dario's hands, so Florian can only get 9 and 10 of yellows.
Okay, so Florian's not going to start any new expeditions. No time for it.
and Dario just wants
to end the game.
To end the game as soon as possible.
So Dario will attack that discard pile. So Florian has not had a great game this time.
I think it's
four cards.
Oh, okay, that's good enough for Florian to take one more.
Let's switch to Florian's card. We know what Dario is going to play. So Florian has the...
so good card.
Okay, so Florian's got 19,
so the
26,
opportunity
31.
to take the 10 out, and then maybe that can be enough. Oh,
so he's got 22 points in yellow.
He can put the 9 and the 10 of yellow, and that will be good enough to survive.
Florian has got 48 points in his hand. Can we work out what Dario's got? That's 10, 20. He's got 17 points, minus 1, 16 points, minus... Oh, he's got the 10.
What a pity of the 7 blues.
16,
now he's not...
So Dario's winning this one, but not by a huge score.
But 1-1, at least it will be good for him.
1-1 with a slight advantage to Florian over the 2 games. Okay, so we got a 1-1 result here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to, as soon as we can, we'll find you the result of the board 2 match between Martin Hamer and Piero Zama. Players are just adding up.
So let's see the end result of this game, and I think that in the meantime there is something that I like a lot in this event, and it is the creative thinking tournament. And so I think that in the meantime, while the other games are finished and the 6th round, we can say the overall stand, etc. So for 16 points, so he's going to lose by 12 points in total, but he has won this, so 1-1.
So that's 16 points. Okay, we're going to cut to an interview now.
Hello, we are in the Main Sports Olympiad. This is Paco de la Banda, and I'm going to share this interview with Mr. William Hartson, and he is the responsible for the creative thinking tournament that we are having now. Hello, Mr. Hartson.
Hi.
And I remember you from several years ago about chess. And
you must be terribly old.
Well, I started playing chess when I was 13, so maybe. And then I remind you like a chess master and a strong chess master. So how could you come from chess to creative thinking?
They're both types of thinking, I suppose. But I think the real thing is that I never really decided what I wanted to be when I grew up.
Oh, really?
And I think as an advantage of that has been that I've never grown up. And so I've just moved from one thing that fascinated me to another. I get fascinated very easily.
Okay.
You know, my latest book is about sloths,
okay,
which is just so beautiful. Yeah. I just see. I think I have an obsessive mentality, and I just latch onto things.
So you like to move from one thing to another thing, being absolutely seduced by the new thing.
Yes, completely. Yeah. Yes, and it lasts. You know, I'm still fascinated by chess and just anything creative.
Okay, and what about the creative thinking trial that is at this moment? It is being on the Main Sports Olympiad.
Yeah, at this very moment, there's a room full of people wondering what would happen if half of us had 3 legs. And the creative thinking competition consists of 4 rounds, in each one of which I pose them with some theme for thinking creatively around. And this one, I just suddenly had the idea that a genetic mutation has occurred that produces 3-legged people, and that after some time there are almost as many 3-legged people as 2-legged, which will, of course, demand a whole lot of new legislation. So I've asked them to explain what all this will consist of.
Okay, so I think that most of the players, athletes, thinkers are going to enjoy a lot doing this. In fact, I have I have done it in the past.
And you won it, didn't you?
Well, I won
You're fantastic. It was brilliant.
2010, and it was absolutely fun. It was a beautiful trial, And how do you think that the rest of the players will do now? They will be nervous, scared, enjoying?
All of those have usually come. There are sometimes some people who are so set in their thinking ways that they hardly produce any new ideas. You know, I once did a radio program about creativity, and I interviewed a professor of child psychology who said that, that in his view, all of us are necessarily born creative, and that as babies we lie there receiving sensory input from all of our senses and have to put together a picture of the world, and that this is essentially a creative thingy, but putting together lots of different things to come up with an idea. He said the trouble is that education and experience of life drums the creativity out of us, and that growing up is a restricting process, and that and that we acquire lots of techniques that we can live on, and that too many people just become lazy in their thinking.
And I think that you trust this also. I mean, that you are in line with this.
Absolutely, I think he explained exactly what I believe.
Tell us about a question in the past that it is, I mean, interesting for the viewers. I mean, because of fun or
there was. You know, the whole thing started as a column that I wrote in the Independent newspaper on creativity, a reader competition each week, and which was suggested by American management creativity tests. And one of the common forms of those tests was unusual uses for commonplace objects. And one of the very common objects that they used in those was a paperclip, asking people to come up with uses for a paperclip. My favourite was branding iron for mice. Rather vicious. But the very first week that I tried to do this in the Independent, the object I had was an odd sock. And the prize I gave to what I considered by far the best answer, which was unravel the wool of the odd sock and use it to knit the missing one. I thought that was brilliant.
Okay.
But sorry, you asked for one of the best in the this competition. One year I gave all the contestants a torn-off piece of music from a Haydn piano sonata. It doesn't matter what it was. It was a piece of music, and told them that anthropologists had dug this up in 1,000 years' time, when all trace of 20th century human civilization is lost, and they've suddenly found this thing. What do they make of it? And I had one totally brilliant entry, which said that it was clearly a guidance document for migratory passages for for starlings taking off from telegraph wires. And the bar lines were the telegraph poles. The horizontal, the stave was 5 lines of telegraph wires. The notes that were filled in were male, the ones that were open were female. Which way they pointed was which way they were going to take off. Everything in the thing, from the key signature to sharps and flats, everything was explained in terms of starling behavior. I thought that was just completely brilliant.
Absolutely amazing. How would you encourage people to come here to play for the Creative Thinking World Championship?
First they have to empty their minds and start coming up with ideas, and then realise what fun it is.
Okay, it is absolutely fun. Bill, a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. Thank
you very much. So, Eileen, I think that Piero has done something interesting.
Yes. Piero and Martin were playing on board 2 in that last round. We didn't follow their match, but Piero managed to defeat Martin 2-0. So Piero is this year's Lost Cities champion.
Okay. Do we have the standings of all the tournament Lost Cities?
I think they're still collating the final scores. I noticed the tournament controller is Joseph Collar. He's just telling the final scores.
I have to say something that you are not going to like. May I?
Please.
Okay. I want to say that I have been here for 10 days and I have spent a marvelous week with Steve Rain. So thank you, Steve. You have done a marvelous job, and it has been a pleasure to be with you commenting throughout the week. And sincerely, it was a pleasure to know a person like you, so humble and so good person and so clever to do everything as you have done. So you know that I'm a good friend of you and I really love you, but Steve has been a so good companion that please, thank you very much, Steve Rain.
I can second that. I did a short commentary stint earlier this week with Steve, and he's professional, very knowledgeable, great guy. So we also got a plug in for his cafe in Nottingham. So if anyone's in Nottingham, please go to Steve's cafe.
And he has promised that he's going to come next year to fight. So.
Okay, that's fantastic. We can go to the final results.
Okay,
we've just got the final results coming in. Okay. So let's start from fourth place. That's a good place. Actually, let's start from Dario De Toffoli. Dario De Toffoli, we just saw, he had a good result with 1.5 points, but it wasn't good enough in the end to score him a medal. So let's go from fourth place.
I don't know if this is the final result with Noah and Ricardo tying for the fourth place, but I thought that Noah had a worse score than Ricardo, but if Noah is deserving the bronze medal overall, and also for sure the gold medal junior.
Yes, Noah will definitely win the gold medal for junior.
An amazing result, because I think that Noah is also going to challenge the silver medal for pentamine, women pentamine, and also junior pentamine. I am really impressed of this.
Paco, I played Noah in the entropy tournament earlier this week.
How was it?
I'm a former entropy world champion. I found Noah's plays was exceptionally strong. She's a real find, and I believe she's only about 14 or 15 years old.
14, yes.
Fantastic, fantastic talent for the future.
So 3 more years to become senior. I mean, to become overall. And at this moment, she will be junior. 15, 16, 17. So she has time enough to become really, really, really strong to defeat all the pentamine winners that we are going to see at the end of the tournament.
So there's a little bit of clarification we need on Noah Concepcion and Ricardo Gomez's score. We believe Noah has won the bronze medal based on the tie-break. The 2 tie-breaks they use in this tournament, Paco, are the head-to-head result and the float.
And the float, yes.
So that's your plus 13 score. But we'll clarify that later. Let's move on to second position.
So Florian Germain, that we have seen him a couple of times with 9 points. Noah and Ricardo tied for the bronze, but Noah looks like that is going to be the winner of that medal. Then Dario De Toffoli with 7.5 points. Matthew Heitrell and Stephen Wright all tied for 7 points. And then 3 players with 6.5 points, Martin Hammer, and 2 from the Canaries, Alejandro Perez and Mario Hernandez. So we have 3 players among the top 10. This is amazing. 3 of them junior. I am really impressed by the...
Do you guys practice a lot of the velocities in Spain?
Yeah, we have an educational project. It's named Aprender Jugando, and that will mean something like learning through games or learning through practicing games. And it is run by Veronica Candelaria, who is the coach of all this team. And they train about 100 different games a year, and the objective of this project is to train the mind of the children and make them strong to solve problems. I mean, the objective is if we can train the mind if they are trained to solve problems through these tools like the strategy games.
Now, I've heard about your program in the Canary Islands, and I think it's fantastic. We have a couple of programs in the UK to do chess in schools, but nothing is comprehensive, and I wish that we could introduce something like that here.
Well, we were really proud, and I must tell that I was the creator of the program. It was created in 2006. And it was created because in 2005 I came to the Mind Sports Olympiad for the first time. I was impressed with the range of games that this Olympiad has, and I was a lover of chess, Go, backgammon, poker. I mean the classic games, strategy games, and I was impressed with so many games. And I thought, why not transfer the knowledge of the strategy games to kids right from the beginning. I mean, we started working with them when they are 5 years old, and then we go to 16 years old, something like that. So we did it, and I have run it for 8 years, and then Veronica is the new general manager of this project in the Canary Islands.
Paco, we have final confirmation from the tournament. Ricardo Gomez and Noah Concepcion from the Canary Islands, they tied on 8 points, and the tiebreak has actually gone to Ricardo. So Ricardo will win the bronze medal.
Yeah, sincerely, I think that Ricardo deserves this medal. Noah has got several medals overall. Not only junior. I mean, in this tournament, she will get the junior medal.
Gold medal.
Junior gold medal, yes. And also about 90 points or a little bit more for the pentamine junior and women. So she is absolutely happy. I have seen her a few minutes ago, and she was absolutely, I mean, her eyes were bright. I mean, it was amazing moment, and I think that Ricardo is a fighter. Ricardo is a strong player. Ricardo deserves to have, I mean, so good result as one more medal. I know that in the Euro Games he's #1. I think that he's going to win.
Ricardo won the #1 last night. I think he'd already won the Euro Games.
So he deserves this medal. She also deserves, but she's going to have the gold for junior, and many points for the women pentamine standings and also the junior pentamine standings. So congratulations both.
We were talking about Steve Rain, who did such a fantastic job in the commentary earlier this week. He's returned to Nottingham, and Paco was singing his praises earlier. And Steve's actually got in touch with us, the program, and he's actually saying thanks very much for the comments, Paco.
Well,
I think the feelings are mutual.
Yeah, are mutual.
Mutual feelings between Paco and Steve.
And I beg pardon to Steve because he had to support, to accept, and also support my poor English.
Well, your English is certainly a lot better than our Spanish. Well, now, we're going to take a couple of, is it an hour or so before the results come through?
I think that we are willing to present the closing ceremony and the prize giving ceremony around 7 o'clock.
Okay, so the results for all the tournaments that have run today, that's the backgammon and the camisado and the lost cities that we've been following, those all need to be taken down to the office. And the results compiled and calculated.
Okay, so before saying goodbye, I think that we must say something about the Estonian production company. Do you think that it was good? I'm not sure.
Paco, if you're not sure, let me clarify for you. This Estonian production team has been fantastic.
Amazing.
Been amazing. So our thanks to Matt, Marlene, Paulino, and Rando.
Yeah.
They've come all the way from Tallinn, Estonia, and they've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
It was absolutely great to work with you for 10 days.
We're hoping that the production team will come back next year.
Oh, that will be perfect.
And anybody who's been watching this channel online, please send us your comments. Please let people know about the online coverage. Rewatch it and share it.
So one last thing. Do you think that we should say also that Bondora has had something important role in the success of this streaming?
Bondora certainly has provided the sponsorship for the streaming. I actually didn't know much about Bondora before, but Andres Kursk, who is a previous Pentamon champion, he now works for Bondora and has secured this, the sponsorship. So thank you to Bondora and to Andres Kursk.
I'm sure that if Andres was not here, Andres had no relationship with Bondora, maybe Bondora didn't invest and didn't sponsor this, but for sure you are lucky that we can do this thanks to Bondora too.
Bondora, just to clarify for people who don't know who Bondora is, they're based in Estonia, but they're an international peer-to-peer lending platform. They're a middle-tier lending platform between the banks and the so-called payday lenders that provide funding for businesses who need quick access to capital.
So thank you all for watching.
Thanks all for watching. We'll be back in somewhere between half an hour and an hour to get the final Pentamon's standings and the medal ceremonies.
Thank you.
Hi viewers, let's talk about Bondora's easiest way to invest, the Go and Grow. Go and Grow is an incredibly simple and automated service that allows you to earn 6.75% per annum and take your cash out at any time. Here are some benefits. It has a yield of 6.75, helping you to plan for the future. You can access your cash without any excessive withdrawal penalties. You also get a diversified portfolio of investments supported by advanced and reliable technology. And you only pay tax when you make a withdrawal over your capital amount invested. That's not all, there's more. You can share access with the people you trust to invest together for a shared goal like an upcoming world trip or a wedding. And if you are already a Bondora investor, you can transfer your existing Bondora investment portfolio to Go and Grow with just a few clicks. Check for more info in the description box below and visit us on Facebook at Bondora Capital. Start today and make your dreams a reality with Go and Grow. Hi everyone. This time, we would like to give you an overview of what peer-to-peer lending at Bondora is all about. Compared to traditional bank credit models, peer-to-peer lending at Bondora makes you the bank, while our platform provides you the borrowers to lend to. So as an investor, you can generate profit from the interest paid by the borrowers, while the borrowers benefit from the quick access to loans they need. The concept of peer-to-peer lending is relatively new in the finance market and has grown rapidly in the last decade. So if you are new to peer-to-peer lending, would like to be an investor, you can visit our website at bondora.com for more information or check us out on Facebook at Bondora Capital. And that's it for today. Visit our website to start investing and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Hello and welcome to another weekly video from Bondora. A great question being asked by our investors from across the world is that why are we based in Tallinn? Tallinn is referred to as Europe's Silicon Valley and is a hub for innovative companies like Skype, TransferWise, Pipedrive, and of course Bondora, something not so commonly seen in a medieval capital city. Estonia hosts the NATO Cyber Defense Center and is also building a data embassy in Luxembourg, which will have the same right as regular embassy, but it is able to remotely reboot the country's IT systems in case of a cyber attack. So due to this level of cybersecurity, and since there are children being taught how to code in kindergarten, there is a wealth of tech talent, and this provides a great environment for us to thrive and achieve our goal of becoming Europe's #1 peer-to-peer lending platform. We hope this information helps you understand why we are based in Tallinn, Estonia, and be sure to leave a comment below as to what you want to see in the next week's video and how we can consistently improve your investing experience on Bondora platform. Thanks for watching, and until next week, keep investing and bye for now.
Hello. Hello, all of you. Hello, welcome all of you to the 22nd Mind Sports Olympiad. And we are going to see the closing ceremony and the prize giving for all of you. And also welcome to all of viewers all around the world. So I am passing this to Ethan Ilfeld, who is the manager here and the responsible for the success, everything here. So Ethan.
Oh, thanks, Paco. So first, I want to thank Paco. He's come from the Canary Islands to give commentary, and he's done an amazing job for our live broadcast. So first, let's give a round of applause to Paco de la Banda. Paco is also a former Pentamine world champion. He won it in 2010, I believe. And just a great player and a great guy as well. There's been great energy, so thank you. So yeah, we've got a lot of great awards. It's been a wonderful week. Before we start, I want to thank our sponsors. So first, I'd like to thank Demis Hassabis for helping donate most of the cash prizes. So let's give him a round of applause. He's not here today, but we're very grateful for that. And then our main sponsor, Bandura, they've been amazing, and I want to thank Andres also for helping get Banduras to sponsor this event. It's what they brought has really elevated the event. We've had live broadcasting all week, and also these great T-shirts that everyone's gotten for free, which are cool. So let's give a really big round of applause for Bandura. Cool. And there are a lot of thank yous. An event like this can't run without a lot of help, and there have been so many people helping. So first, a general thank you to everyone. It's been every event has had someone help make it happen. But there's a couple of names that, well, more than a few names that I have to highlight. First, the MSO core team, which have helped plan this event all year round. They meet up through Skype every few weeks to plan next year's event. And that consists of Julia Hayward. Let's give her a round of applause again. Julia is also responsible for all the tech, so all the live results that you've been seeing on the websites, that's all thanks to her amazing program. And it's been great to get those live results for everything. So as soon as an event finishes, it goes up and you can see it. And that's been great. Also, I want to thank Mike Dixon, who's also part of the core team this year and who's been extremely influential. And he also wrote an amazing program in Excel that does the pairings for multiplayer events. And that's just helped improve everything tremendously. Certainly for the Catan event that had almost 60 players, that was incredible. The pairings were so smooth. So a big round of applause to Mike Dixon. And then also, Alan Decker was a big part of the core team and helped do so many things. So let's give him also a big round of applause. Cool. And then Ben Ross, not only did he help, was he part of the core team and helped in terms of organizing before the event, but he actually ran the event with Carmel in the office. They ran it together. They alternated. She was there every morning from around 9 in the morning, and then they swapped in the middle of the day. He was there till 10:30, sometimes 11 at night. And the two of them, they really made this happen. It couldn't work without them doing such an amazing job in the office. So first of all, Ben and Carmel, stand up. I want everybody to see you, whoever doesn't know you. Yeah, there have been so many people that have supported this event. Also, of course, I want to thank our chief arbiter, who has incredible stamina. I mean, he's organizing events every day from the morning until night, and then often plays in the events. So, Joseph Collar, can you stand up? So yeah, and obviously there's lots of other people, everybody, there have been so many people that have helped. And yeah, this event could not run without the support of everybody. And I'm grateful to everyone. I think everybody is as well. Okay, so without further ado, I think we're going to start giving some medals. And Saravan over there is going to help and give the cash prize notes for people to collect later. So I'm just going to, me and Joy will be giving the medals. And we're going to build up to the crown jewel, which is the Pentamine World Championship. And so here we go. So first, I'd like to give the medals for Agricola. They're actually sitting in order, more or less, from left to right, which makes it easy to remember because we didn't have the result sheets. But bronze goes to Danton Hope. Congratulations. Silver goes to David Jameson. And gold goes to Lumen Sperlin. Lumen, I should say, is one of the best Agricola players in the world. He took 8th in the World Championships, and I believe second it was at the World Board Games Championships, was it? Yeah. And the national championship you won, I think, or something like that, in 2017. So all of these guys, amazing players. Big round of applause for Agricola. Cool.
Smile. That's what we want. Oh, yeah.
Cool. Great. Yeah. Poker, our gold medalist, unfortunately, he had to leave early because he had quite a long distance to go. But we will give the 2 other medals. So bronze. So the Amateur Poker World Championship, we take your top 4 scores from any of the poker events, and we have bronze with Joseph Collar. Oh no, sorry. Oh, Joseph. Actually, silver. There was an update. There was an update at the last minute. You took silver. So silver to Joseph Collar. First of all, let me shake your hand. Well done. Cool. And bronze goes to Tomas Chrysius. Cool. Great. Congratulations. Yeah, poker's a lot of fun, and Joseph runs every poker event, yeah, we wouldn't have poker if it weren't for him. It's been great. Cool. Round of applause for. This is cool. Thanks. Yeah, let's do Comisado. Sure. Okay. Oh, of course. Apologies. Bharat Takrar took gold in the poker, and he was delighted, and he's already taken his medal. He asked, we made a special exception for him because he had to leave early. But every other gold medalist will be here, and that's great. So we run several world championships, and one of them is a great abstract game which is called Comisado. And this year's Comisado, we had, it looks like, quite a convincing win in gold. But let's start with bronze. Ricardo Guecci. Congratulations. So the silver medalist, actually here, Tim Hebbs, had to leave early. He doesn't have. He will not be collecting the medal here, but he already has it. But gold, with 9 points ahead of Tim, who had 7, and Ricardo at 5, was Andres Kusk. Congratulations. Cool. Another round of applause for Ricardo and Andres, please. Great. Congratulations. Okay. Should I do that? Yeah, sure. So one of our, I guess, most unique events at the Mind Sports Olympiad is called the Decamentathlon World Championship. This one is it's quite a beast to take on. You do a 3.5-hour exam that involves 10 different disciplines, ranging from memory to chess to go and bridge, and it is extremely challenging. So let me tell you how it works. You can get up to 100 points for each of these 10 events, so a maximum of 1,000, which is pretty much impossible in that time. But we have some really, really good scores. Bronze, with 554.5 points, goes to Alan Decker. And then just a little bit ahead at 582.5 points, Saravanan Satyananda. And then gold at 622.5 points, Martin Hamer. Congratulations. This really is one of the hardest exams you'll ever take. And yeah, they braved it and they mastered it. So congrats again. Cool. All right. Another round of applause for them. Cool. Yes. Great. Let's do that. This afternoon we had Lost Cities, and it was very, very tight. We have, I see, a tie for third that, based on the tie breaks, it looks like with 8 points, bronze goes to Ricardo Gomez. Congratulations, Ricardo.
Thank you.
And then with 1 point more, with 9 points, silver goes to Florian Germain. Congratulations. Thank you. Then I should say, then gold, 10 points, so just 1 point more goes to Piero Zama. Congratulations. I got to commentate on, get the middle here, on their game, actually, on Florian and Piero's game, where it was, they each won one game, but Piero had a slightly higher score in the first game. But it was extremely tight. Everybody played incredibly well. So a big congratulations to everyone. We'll do that now. Okay, let's do that. No. Cool. Now, we also give junior medals, and the juniors get to compete with the adults in all the events. Sometimes they even win adult medals, but we always give junior medals as well if they perform strongly, which we had some very, very strong juniors. It looks like bronze goes to Mario Hernandez. It's coming up. Congratulations, Mario. And silver goes to Alejandro Perel Andrada. Congratulations. And gold, who, by the way, tied for bronze, for the adult bronze, but just missed out on tiebreak, but also had 8 points. Gold goes to Noah Martin Concepcion. Congratulations. Also, as you may notice, these are the prodigies of Paco de la Banda from the Canary Islands, from La Palma in the Canary Islands, and he has really created a real army of incredible players. Definitely, we must fear at every event. But also, I want to thank, by the way, Veronica, Stand Up Veronica, who has come and is organizing and responsible for them doing so well. It is such a treat to have you guys here and to see you succeed so well. It's wonderful. So once again, congratulations. Another round of applause for them. Cool. Okay. Good. Okay. Yes. Oh, sorry. So creative thinking. Here we go. Yes, La Palma is very lucky to have Paco de la Banda. It's true. And Veronica. Yeah, it is incredible. So, another one of our truly unique events is called the Creative Thinking World Championship. And we had some really, really great contestants today. I'm going to have Bill come actually and announce the results and give the medals, including the junior medal who can come up with them. And Bill can tell us a little bit, perhaps, about the answers that were most interesting and unique. So, first of all, a round of applause for Bill Hartston. Come on up here. For those of you who may not know, Bill, I believe you were the British chess champion, I think, in the 70s. You won one year?
Before you were born. No.
So a very strong chess player who's into so many different things. He runs our quiz, which was a real delight a few days ago. And he also runs the annual Creative Thinking World Championship. So I'll let you talk about what were some of the most interesting answers and give the medals.
What's the junior position?
The junior position, there's
only
one. She gets it.
Okay. Sorry, we were just sorting out something about whether there was a junior prize or not, and I still don't know. Wait a minute, let me find some notes. I won't keep you for long, because I have to get home. That's good. Okay, the creative thinking thing, which I've been doing ever since the start of this Mind Sports thing, before most of you were born. There are 4 rounds, and I just give people silly things to do, and I hope they keep me amused. And this year, as always, they did. The first round was about genetic mutation and what difference it would make if half the people on Earth had 3 legs instead of 2. What legislation would be necessary to cope with it? There was astonishing unanimity among the contestants that this would lead to the abolition of cycle lanes, because we would need a special lane for 3-legged people to do cartwheels. That cropped up in more than one answer. The second round was about anthropologists 1,000 years hence, archaeologists 1,000 years hence, digging up a pack of playing cards when they know nothing about human civilization in the 20th century. When they know nothing about human civilization in the 20th century, 20th and 21st centuries. There was a lot of very interesting interpretation of playing cards. Oh, I said there was one missing, just to give them opportunity to select which one and explain why it was missing. I particularly liked one explanation that the spade and club shapes were pictures of 2-legged and 3-legged people sitting on the toilet. I think that was a spin-over from round 1. The third round was about the main island of Britain rotating and stopping halfway. Asking what the consequences would be. As I'd hoped, there were two things that I'd hoped that were really fulfilled in the answers. One of them was that one or two of the contestants did, as I'd hoped, make a difference about whether it was rotating clockwise or anti-clockwise, pointing out that when it spun round, it would kick Ireland either a long way south or a long way north, depending on which way round we were turning. The other one, which several people had, was the effect it would have on Brexit. Some actually thinking that Britain rotating would make everybody forget about Brexit, which would probably be a very good thing. And the final round was basically to ask what ants make of human beings. And there was pretty well unanimity among the contestants that ants were a far superior species to human beings and realise it. I was quite happy with that. My favourite response was essentially a love letter from ants to humans, rather pitying us and asking us why we're so terrible. So that's basically what the critical thinking is all about. And the winners are as follows. Third place was a past winner and also this year winner of the Junior Prize, Nandini Shiralkar. And you get some money. There was a tie for first place, which was split, as we always do in this competition, by the person who won the most rounds. The tie was between Emily Watson and Mirela Zanieva, and Mirela wins the competition, having won 3 of the rounds. Is she here? Are you both here? Emily? You share the money. Well done. Bravo. Loved your last round too.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Oh, and
yes.
can we give them each?
Yes.
There was also a nice presentation of this rather nice game, Mycelium, creativity game from Dan over here, going to each of the players.
Cool. Yes, Dan won last year's Creative Thinking World Championship, and he made this deck and wanted to give it as prizes to all of you. So, first of all, another round of applause for our champions. Thank you. Well done, well done. And another round of applause to Bill for organizing this unique event. Well done. Okay. Yes. So, let's see here. Let me do, should I do modern abstract? Yeah. Does that have a choice? No. Cool. Okay. So, we've got, as I mentioned, several world championships, some of which are individual events, but we also have some meta events where you add up your scores in several events. And one of them is the Modern Abstract World Championship, where you can use any 5 combinations of modern abstract games. So, here we go. In the Modern Abstract World Championship, we have bronze going to Florian Germain. Congratulations. Florian had a total of 435.89 points, and silver with 443 points goes to David Pierce. And gold with a whopping 482 points, Andres Kusk. Congratulations. Cool. So that's just that, I guess. There's no more. Cool. And we'll do Eurogames, yes. Ah, yes, thank you. So once again, I think modern abstract is quite unique because it's not something that you can easily go and play at a lot of these places when it comes to board games. Oh, here we go. We have some very unique world championships from Camisado to Trench, and these guys really are the very best in the world at these games. So I think it's great, and Abalone, of course, is one of the classics. So let's give another round of applause to our champions. Cool. That's done. That's done. Okay. Cool. So modern abstract, obviously, these are relatively new games, two-player games, very different from the Eurogames World Championship, where you always have usually 3 or 4 players, and obviously Eurogames are in direct conflict, and Eurogames are very popular, and this has been a very tight race in the Eurogames World Championship. I've got actually 40 different scores here, and quite a convincing champion at the top. So here we go. Without further ado, bronze goes to Lumen Sperling. Congratulations.
Look at that.
Tremendous scores in Agricola, and also a very high score in Settlers. Lumen's been really incredible this week. Silver with 439 points, just slightly ahead of 431. Ziggy Harris. Is Ziggy here? He's not here. Okay. Well, he still did a tremendous job. Gold, though, with 464 points, goes to Ricardo Gomez. Congratulations, Ricardo. So, Ricardo made it to so many final tables this year. I mean, it's crazy to even try and count. One of them, which even though he didn't win a medal in, was Settlers of Catan, which helped win the Eurogames event. He still had a very strong finish in Settlers of Catan, but he won Catan last year and the year before that, and because of that, he is entitled to a Grandmaster title in Settlers of Catan, so I'd like to award him with that as well. Congratulations. So yeah, both of these guys have also just brought tremendous positive energy and have been just great. So yeah, it's really been fantastic. Cool. Congratulations. Another round of applause for them. So this is it, just this, yeah?
Yes. Do you want to?
I guess I'll start with juniors and then seniors.
Juniors are in yellow.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And then the final meta event, the Pentamind World Championship. We've got the juniors. We'll start with the junior bronze goes to Marcus Ikla. Congratulations. So, once again, the Pentamind World Championship, you basically take your top 5 scores from any 5 games. There are some rules. You can only use 1 chess, 1 backgammon, and so on. There's a little bit. There are a few constraints, but the idea is to show all around breadth, and Marcus certainly did that with 375 points. The most you can get is a little bit over 500, which someone actually did. We'll get to that. So Marcus had 375 points, and then we've got silver going to Noah Concepcion Martin. Congratulations. Noah was slightly ahead. She had 382 points, so just ahead of 375. And then someone who broke the 400 barrier with 402 points, George Rome-Topkin. Congratulations. Cool. So let's give another big round of applause to our junior champions. Cool. And I should say, actually, as well, I mentioned some prodigies earlier. I think, in a sense, we've got some prodigies here also of Andres Kusk, who's developed some really great players and helps bring a very strong team from Estonia. So let's give a round of applause to Andres for helping lift board games in Estonia. Cool. All right. Thank you, guys. Next, we've got seniors. Bronze with 361 points goes to Ricardo Guecci. Congratulations. And silver with 433 points and 14th overall in the Pentamine, Piero Zama. You can't fool us. They're seniors, but these guys, they're as young as it gets. They're definitely kids at heart. And this was an all-Italian affair, I should say, because gold goes to Dario De Toffoli. Congratulations, Dario. Dario is a two-time Pentamine World Champion, and he's defended the Senior Pentamine World Championship this year. So it's been great. Cool. Big congratulations. Woo! Cool. Very good. Cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Congratulations. And we've also got the Women's Pentamine World Championship with 373 points. Bronze goes to Madle Mirme. Congratulations, Madle. Cool. And silver goes, I should say, very close. So Madle had 373 points, and with 378, Natasha Reagan. Wow. Very tight race. Congratulations, Natasha. And with gold, she also won a junior Pentamine prize. Noah Concepcion Martin. Congratulations. Oh, sorry. Noah had 382 points, so just ahead of Natasha's 378. So yes, this is the trophy which stays with us, and your name will be engraved on it. Congrats again on that. And I want to say, the Pentamine, it's a grueling process. I mean, they've been here, the seniors, the juniors, everybody who's been doing that has basically been playing every day from 10 in the morning till 10:30 at night. It is exhausting, and fun, and tremendously fun, obviously. But I mean, it takes a lot of willpower and stamina. And congratulations on being triumphant. So another round of applause to our women's Pentamine champion. Great. Next. Okay. And finally, the overall Pantomime World Championship. We had some very, very high scores this year. I'm gonna start from the 10th place, just read out some scores. So Danton Hope had 452 points at 10th. Derrida Toffoli, who won the senior pantomime, was 9th with 457. Florian Germain, 461 points. David Pierce at 7th with 467 points. 6th place, Ricardo Gomez with 471 points. 5th place with 476 points, Lumin Sperling. And 4th place, last year's champion, James Heppel. Now James had 482 points, 0.15, whereas bronze went to someone with 482.84. So it was the 0.15 versus 0.84. So quite a tight race there. The bronze medal goes to Andres Kusk. Wow. Flag, oh. Congratulations. And another great competitor from Estonia. The silver medal with 483 points, 0.58, goes to Martin Hobemägi. Congratulations, Martin. Oh. And finally, this year's champion, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ankush Khandelwal. Congratulations, hey. Yes, you're good. It's a great cape. Now, can you carry this? Can you hold this as well? Are you able to? Oh. You've got to have a little exciting blooper when you're live streaming, so that's only fair enough. Let's see if we can keep that on there. Yes. Amazing. So actually, can you rotate the trophy so they can see the? It's a little hard to read when you're far away, but that is our permanent Pantomime World Championship trophy, where every winner gets his name engraved, and actually, we've got both Andres and Ankush already have their name on it. They shared the Pantomime World Championship a few years ago. This is Ankush's second win of the Pantomime World Championship, and he did it with 504 points. And I'm just going to read out the games that he used to win this event and the scores, tremendous scores. So he won Corridor with 105 points. He won a choir. Well, first of all, his Corridor was 105.3, right, to be precise. He won a choir with 103.5 points. He won Seven Wonders, I believe, as well, with 96.77. And he also won Liar's Dice with 96.67 and Chess Fisher Random with 102.6. So tremendous results, but also I should mention Martin Hobemägi and Andres Kusk, also tremendous results. We've got all of them won some very big events. Entropy was won by Andres. Is that? Oh no, it was Shirt First. Okay, sorry. That's still winning, and basically these guys, they were in it in every event they had a chance to win. They fought so hard. They've trained all year to do this, and I think it's a great achievement. So let's give them all a really big round of applause. Woo! Awesome. Anders, I'll take this. Do you want to say something for a sec, maybe, about how was it?
No speech, but thanks everyone for everyone who's involved in organising this event. It's great to find you on it.
Well, and mark my words, I'm pretty sure they'll all be back for more Pentamind championships in the future. I know that Andres is chasing that 5th, and he's going to get it soon. But Ankush also wants to get more than 5. So, and I'm pretty sure that Martin's going to get one as well. So it's going to be we've got some great competition ahead, and there's been a lot of great newcomers this year as well. So it's the Pentamind's been very exciting to watch. We've really enjoyed you guys putting on some great entertainment for us this week. So thank you all, and thank you all for helping make this such a fun event. It couldn't happen without each and every one of you. Congrats, Ankush. Martin, congrats. Cool, guys. So I think that's going to wrap it up. And before we go, again, I just want to say thank you. This has been one of the highlights of my year. It is every year. I know it is for many of you as well. We always want to improve. We've done a lot of stuff this year to make it a better event, but we realize that there's always room for more. And so please email us if you're interested in joining the MSO planning committee. There's always space as well. There's always a lot to do. So just get in touch with any of the court committee or with me, mindsportsolympiad@gmail.com. It's that easy. And yeah, I want to thank you all again. And yeah, see you soon.
And just for the viewers, thank you very much for keep viewing the streaming and the internet for the whole week. Thank you very much to all of you, and thank you for Fondora. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I will keep up for him. I can get that safe. I can keep that safe. And I do need to get